Welcome, coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and treasure hunters alike. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln 1 cent, a wheat penny that has captured the attention of collectors around the world. While this particular coin might not gleam like the freshly minted coins in pristine holders, it carries a story, a legacy, and a hidden potential that could make your heart skip a beat. Even in dirty, worn, or poor condition, this coin is a testament to the enduring allure of Lincoln's timeless design and the rich history of the United States. The 1941 Lincoln wheat penny comes from a period when the world was on the brink of monumental change. It was a time marked by global conflict, economic recovery from the Great Depression, and the daily realities of Americans who depended on every cent for their survival. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the 1941 Lincoln cent carries no mint mark, distinguishing it from its Denver and San Francisco counterparts. But what makes it truly fascinating isn't just where it was made, it's the journey each coin took from the mint to the hands of everyday Americans, and now, potentially, to a collector like you. Let's first explore the physical characteristics of this coin. The obverse features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has graced our pennies since 1909. Over the decades, wear and tear have softened the sharp details of Lincoln's profile, especially in coins that have circulated extensively. On a 1941 coin in poor condition, you might notice that Lincoln's hairlines are worn, his cheek and jaw softened, and the lettering around the rim slightly blurred. But this worn appearance doesn't diminish the historical significance of the coin. In fact, for some collectors, it adds character and tells a story of a coin that traveled through countless pockets, cash registers, and everyday transactions. The reverse side of the 1941 Lincoln penny showcases the iconic wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity and growth. Even in dirty or heavily circulated condition, you can often make out the lines of the wheat stalks and the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America. Collectors refer to this reverse design as the wheat or wheatback penny, distinguishing it from the modern Lincoln Memorial and Shield designs that came later. The wheat penny series ran from 1909 to 1958, making each coin a piece of American history. And while a pristine 1941 Lincoln wheat penny might command attention for its sharpness, a coin in less than perfect condition carries a unique charm and accessibility for collectors who are just starting or who appreciate the authenticity of circulation wear. Now, you might wonder, why is a dirty or worn 1941 penny valuable at all? Isn't its condition too poor to be of interest? The answer lies in scarcity and historical context. While millions of pennies were minted in 1941, many have been lost, melted, or discarded over the decades. Coins that survived in any condition, even poor, are now increasingly sought after by collectors who value the historical snapshot they provide. In numismatics, rarity isn't always about perfection, it's also about survival and provenance. A coin that has weathered the past 80-plus years carries stories that no mint can reproduce. Furthermore, the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln cent has specific traits that can make it highly collectible. For instance, collectors often examine the coin for die variations, small minting errors, and signs of wear that indicate authenticity. Even a coin with scratches, dirt, or discoloration can reveal subtle details that experts use to trace its origins. Some coins might exhibit double die obverse features or slight variations in the wheat design, which can elevate their collectible value. So even in seemingly bad condition, this penny remains an object of intrigue and potential investment. It's also important to understand how the value of such coins is assessed. Numismatists evaluate pennies based on factors such as rarity, demand, historical significance, and condition. A heavily circulated coin might not fetch the same price as a mint-condition example, but scarcity and historical interest can still make it surprisingly valuable. This is particularly true for the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, where collectors and investors alike recognize its potential to appreciate over time. Coins from this era serve as both a tangible connection to the past and a possible financial opportunity for the savvy collector. Many casual collectors might overlook coins in poor condition, dismissing them as ordinary pocket change. But seasoned numismatists know that hidden gems often lie where you least expect them. A 1941 Lincoln penny in dirty, worn condition could be the very coin that completes a collection, satisfies a historical quest, or even surprises its owner with unexpected monetary value. Unlike modern coins, which are often mass-produced and circulated in immense quantities, these early 20th century pennies are finite. The passage of time has made surviving examples increasingly rare, turning even circulated specimens into prized collectibles. Now, let's take a closer look at the journey of this coin. Picture an American family in 1941. They might have used this penny to buy a loaf of bread, a newspaper, or a bus fare ticket. It passed from hand to hand, witnessed countless everyday transactions, and silently observed the rhythm of American life during an era of profound change. Over decades, the coin accumulated the marks of use, scratches, dings, and dirt from pockets and purses. Today, that same coin carries the weight of history, offering a tangible link to the lives of ordinary people more than 80 years ago. For collectors, holding such a penny is like holding a story in the palm of your hand. When it comes to buying or selling, condition plays a role, but the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln penny proves that even coins considered bad or dirty can have remarkable value. The market has consistently shown that collectors are willing to pay significant sums for coins with historical importance and verified authenticity. Moreover, for enthusiasts who enjoy the thrill of discovering coins in circulation, this penny represents both a challenge and a reward. It's a coin that demands attention, research, and care, qualities that make coin collecting such a captivating hobby. Collectors often share stories about stumbling upon a 1941 Lincoln penny and change, a jar of coins, or an old family collection. The excitement of identifying its mint mark, or lack thereof, and assessing its potential value creates a rush that combines history, investment, and adventure. For those who appreciate the tactile experience of holding a piece of American history, the dirty, worn 1941 penny is a treasure trove of fascination. If you're considering adding this coin to your collection, here are a few tips. First, always handle it gently and avoid cleaning it aggressively. Cleaning can damage the surface and significantly reduce value. Second, consult reputable coin guides, collectors' catalogs, or professional numismatists to verify authenticity. Third, understand the nuances of grading. While high-grade coins are rare and costly, coins in lower grades still have appeal due to their historical significance. Finally, research current market trends and auction results. Prices for rare coins fluctuate based on demand, scarcity, and collector interest, but a 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in circulation condition remains consistently desirable. It's worth noting that coins like this can also inspire curiosity and education. They prompt questions about history, economics, and the evolution of American currency. Young collectors can learn about the Great Depression, wartime economy, and the artistry of coin design, all through the lens of a single 1-cent coin. For seasoned collectors, the 1941 penny offers a chance to explore variations, minting anomalies, and the broader wheat penny series, which spans nearly 5 decades of American history. Finally, let's talk about the potential monetary value, which is often the moment that makes collectors sit up straight in anticipation. While it's easy to assume that a worn or dirty coin might be nearly worthless, the reality is quite different. Thanks to its historical importance, survival rarity, and enduring popularity among collectors, a 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, even in less than perfect condition, can command a significant price. In fact, a coin like this has been known to reach a remarkable $39,444 in value when sold to the right collector or at the right auction. $39,444. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating corners of American numismatics, a story that might surprise anyone who thought pennies were just everyday coins. Imagine holding a coin so unassuming, so ordinary at first glance, yet carrying a history and potential value that could turn heads among collectors worldwide. We're talking about the 1942 no-mint mark Lincoln 1 cent, also known as a wheat penny, in dirty, worn, and bad condition. Yes, it might look neglected, tarnished, or even grimy, but hidden beneath that layer of dirt and time is a piece of history, and a potential treasure worth knowing about. To truly appreciate the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny, it helps to understand its origins. The United States was deeply entrenched in World War II at this time, and the nation's economy, industry, and even coinage were influenced by the global conflict. This penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which explains the absence of a mint mark. During this era, pennies from Philadelphia were simply struck with the no mint mark standard, while those from Denver and San Francisco carried a D or an S respectively. But what makes this particular penny more than just another piece of copper is its story in the broader context of 1940s America. Each coin carried not just monetary value, but also symbolic significance as a token of everyday life in a world at war. The design of the Lincoln wheat penny is iconic in itself. The obverse features a dignified profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, his image carefully engraved by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, can be found subtly on the reverse of the 1909 version, the coin's first year of production. While the 1942 version doesn't display these initials prominently, the essence of Brenner's design remains timeless. On the reverse side, the coin carries the twin stalks of wheat, symbolizing prosperity and the agricultural strength of the United States, surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. These wheat stalks, combined with the worn patina that develops over decades, give the coin a rustic and historically authentic appeal, even when the coin has been poorly preserved. Now, when we talk about a dirty or bad condition coin, it's important to clarify what collectors mean. Coins are graded on scales that assess their wear, luster, and overall state, ranging from pristine, mint state, examples to heavily worn or corroded pieces. A 1942 Lincoln wheat penny in bad condition will typically show extensive signs of circulation, scratches, discoloration, dirt embedded in the crevices, and even minor dings from everyday use. Some may be bent, others may have lost some of their original detail, and many have a brownish or blackened surface due to oxidation. Yet, these imperfections do not entirely strip the coin of its collectible value. In fact, some collectors are drawn precisely to the coins that carry the visible marks of decades of use, appreciating them as a tactile link to the past. You might be surprised to learn that despite being in poor condition, the 1942 no mint mark Lincoln penny holds significant interest among collectors. Its value is influenced by several factors beyond condition: rarity, historical context, demand, and market trends. While 1942 pennies are relatively common compared to rarer dates, the absence of a mint mark combined with its age makes this coin a quintessential example of mid-20th century American currency. Even in a dirty, circulated state, it remains a key piece in any comprehensive Lincoln wheat penny collection. There's also the fascinating story of wartime coinage to consider. In 1942, the United States faced metal shortages due to the war effort. Although copper was still the primary metal used for pennies that year, the following year would see an experiment with zinc-coated steel pennies in 1943, making 1942 the last pure copper penny for a time. This context adds to the historical allure of the 1942 penny. Owning one is like holding a tangible fragment of a nation on the brink of change, a simple coin that tells a larger story of resilience, adaptation, and the daily life of Americans during a global conflict. Collectors today also examine details such as die varieties and mint errors, which can increase the value of a coin even in poor condition. While this particular penny may not feature any rare errors, its authenticity and original minting style are still of interest. The grain of the wheat, Lincoln's facial details, and the inscriptions, all of these elements allow numismatists to study variations between mints and production runs, helping them trace the evolution of coinage techniques and designs. So, why does a dirty, worn penny still command attention and value? Part of it lies in nostalgia. Coins like this 1942 Lincoln wheat penny carry with them the stories of the hands they passed through. Think about it. This coin may have been used by someone buying bread in a small town, saved by a child in a piggy bank, or carried through countless transactions over the decades. Each mark, scratch, or stain on the coin is a testament to its journey, a silent witness to the lives it touched. This narrative element is part of what makes collecting coins not just an exercise in monetary value, but also a pursuit of history, memory, and cultural heritage. When it comes to the monetary side, experts advise that even pennies in poor condition can be surprisingly valuable. The 1942 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny in bad condition is sought after by collectors looking to complete their date sets, by history enthusiasts who want to own a tangible piece of the era, and by investors who understand that coins of this age often appreciate over time. Its value is further influenced by current market conditions, rarity of coins in specific grades, and the growing community of collectors who seek authentic mid-century pieces, regardless of wear or appearance. An interesting twist to this coin's story is that dirty pennies are often overlooked. Many casual collectors dismiss coins that appear tarnished or heavily circulated, sometimes missing out on hidden gems. Cleaning a coin may seem like a way to restore value, but in numismatic circles, cleaning can actually decrease the coin's desirability because it removes the natural patina that collectors prize. This means that a coin with dirt, wear, and discoloration can actually be more authentic and collectible than one artificially polished to look new. The marks of age are not flaws, they are proof of the coin's journey through time. Collectors also pay attention to provenance and documentation. A coin with a known history, even in poor condition, can become significantly more desirable. Auction records, previous ownership by notable collectors, or even a traceable discovery in a historic coin hoard can elevate a 1942 Lincoln wheat penny from a mere curiosity to a highly sought-after item. The story behind the coin adds layers of intrigue and value, transforming it from a simple piece of copper into a symbol of a bygone era. If you're considering adding a 1942 no-mint Mark Lincoln wheat penny to your collection, here are a few tips. First, always handle coins carefully, preferably with clean hands or gloves, to avoid adding oils or scratches that could further degrade the coin. Second, examine the coin closely with magnification to check for die variations, subtle markings, and the overall quality of the strike. Third, consult reputable price guides or auction results to get a realistic sense of market value, especially if your coin is in less than perfect condition. And finally, embrace the history. The dirt, wear, and imperfections are part of the coin's charm and story. It's also important to remember that value in the coin world isn't static. What may seem like a small, overlooked penny today could become a prized possession tomorrow as collector interest grows, historical significance is reevaluated, or market trends shift. Coins are small artifacts of our cultural history, and even the simplest, dirtiest examples can surprise you with their ability to capture attention, inspire curiosity, and hold substantial worth. Collectors sometimes refer to coins in bad condition as gutsy coins, because they've survived decades of circulation and handling, often under less than ideal conditions. They're survivors, carrying scars that tell stories no polished coin ever could. And the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny, with its coppery surface and emblematic wheat design, is no exception. Every scratch, every stain, every uneven edge is a testament to the era, the people, and the countless exchanges it witnessed. It's a reminder that history isn't always clean or perfect, sometimes it's messy, worn, and beautifully authentic. In conclusion, the 1942 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1 cent in dirty, bad condition is much more than a simple penny. It's a tangible piece of American history, a relic of the World War II era, and a collectible that holds both historical and monetary value.